for miscellaneous amendments brought in by the majority leader for the following reasons. When you look at the Traffic Act, I believe that everybody has actually lost respect for the force, because we see the force out there. Whenever we see them, we think all they want to do is ask for a bribe. And I think the fact that we're going to be taking the fines to technology-driven mechanisms, we will actually end up having a lot more respect for the force, which is necessary for us to be able to trust them with our security. When you look at technology-driven fines, I would like to see us go a step ahead and integrate the surveillance cameras where we spend so much money to actually be able to pick out petty traffic offenses. I recall in the 80s when I went to the US, and as we were driving in the US, somebody from our car threw a paper out of the window. And we drove quite a number of kilometers, and then we were stopped. And when we were stopped, straight away a fine was levied, and one had to pay the fine immediately, given a ticket, and the fine is levied. I think when we go into a system where we collect such data electronically, we will also be able to reduce road carnage. The reason we have road carnage is drivers who have committed the offense and probably their cases are still going on, or they come out and they killed a few people, because we do not know who those drivers were, right? You end up hiring the same drivers, recycling them, and then before you know it, you're having an increase in road carnage. So I think it's important for us to integrate the whole system of how we manage our traffic offenses, and I believe that it will actually be able to also help us collect more revenue, which is absolutely needed. When it comes to the Sexual Offences Act of 2006, and having a record of perpetrators, that is so important. The reason why it's important is because every single day we hire people. For instance, you could have a pedophile out there who is a teacher, and then for some unknown reason he's out on bail, and I believe that we should actually track these people, because if we don't keep the record, whether it's pre-trial or post-trial, for me, we have a situation where a pedophile might be hired in a school of children, and then you're continuing having a lot more sexual gender-based violence against the citizens. We need to be able to draw the lines on human rights and keeping the vulnerable society safe. When it comes to the zero rating of ethanol, I believe that ethanol encourages us to have clean cooking, and we need to ensure that we are part and parcel of saving the globe. We've got quite a number of people that have made investments in the area of clean cooking, and by zero rating the tax on ethanol, we will ensure that the ethanol supply is affordable and giving an alternative to charcoal and harmful substances that people use to cook. So all in all, I believe that these are very good amendments, and I stand to support. Thank you.
Next to speak on this, we have the Honorable Beatrice Elachi. Are you speaking on this?
Yes.
Okay, proceed.